There's like the lie where you leave key information out.
I can't believe you. I have done nothing to deserve this kind of mistrust.
All right, now listen up, you limey bum sniffers.
Hey, it's me.
Earn cash, travel, meet new people.
Anybody been on the airplane? You ever went in that bathroom on the airplane?
Cram's it on for being with a gamgum.
I feel back to normal. In fact, I probably feel better than I did before.
Creatures on the upper with the drumstick!
Yeah, you're in good company.
You know, like I've said 1,000 times, we're just different places in our lives.
See Roger the Boogly.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Uh-oh. New video evidence of the Bruce Jenner crash could lead to manslaughter charges for the reality star and former Olympian. This comes on the heels of the 4-car accident that left 1 person dead and 7 people injured on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu early in February. The video shows Bruce crashing his Cadillac Escalade into the back of both the victim's white Lexus and another victim's Toyota Prius. An MTA bus that was traveling behind Bruce Jenner is reported to have captured Jenner's car crash on its mounted cameras. It's now evidence that's in the hands of the Los Angeles Police Department. Jenner's crash video shows that the driver in the Lexus didn't actually make contact with the Prius involved. Sources that have seen the video told TMZ that Bruce hits the Lexus, propelling it into a Hummer driving the other way. Bruce then drives on and hits the Prius in front of him. More to come on this story. Podcaster Jesse Carey is listening to Nickelback for 7 straight days in order to raise money for charity. The guy began listening to Nickelback's entire catalog on repeat Monday, and he will continue to do so until February 22nd for a total of 168 hours. For his efforts, so far as of this writing, Carey has raised more than $18,000 for Charity Water. That's an organization that helps dig freshwater wells in developing areas. The list of nominees for the one-way trip to Mars has been whittled down to 100. Yes, these people hope to become the first to walk on the surface of the red planet. Well, almost the first. A few years ago, Brian Williams went there on vacation. In India, a baby survived after being delivered in the restroom of a moving train and accidentally falling through the toilet that emptied out onto the tracks. So, how did you get that name, Amtrak? Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is being blamed for intentionally leaking confidential information about American nuclear negotiations with Iran. The Americans assume that the Israelis understood that off the record also means off Facebook. Well, here's one of the crazier NASCAR stories in a while. Kurt Busch has been ordered to stay at least 100 yards away from his ex-girlfriend, who he claims is a hired assassin. If my ex were an assassin, I wouldn't need anyone to tell me to stay away. Apparently, there's a new device that allows airline passengers to completely isolate themselves from their roommates. Yes, I believe this device is called a baby. There's a rumor going around that the San Diego Chargers might move to Los Angeles. The Chargers could be there for the 2016 season or maybe the 2017 season, depending on traffic. Krispy Kreme Donuts in the UK has apologized for advertising its Krispy Kreme Club as KKK. Yes, it's nice to know that Americans aren't the only ones ignorant of American history. Some guys in Australia showed off a McDonald's quarter pounder that they bought 20 years ago. It pretty much looks the same. Fast food critics say this proves how unnatural it is. But McDonald's is now promoting it as a key to fighting aging. A new report says that the Washington Monument is smaller by 10 inches than it was in its younger days. It's so cold, even monuments are suffering from shrinkage. And a Texas man was so intoxicated that he fell asleep during his mugshot. It could have been worse. He could have fallen asleep during a cavity search. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out The Being Frank Show starring Frank D'Angelo. Live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on NSS.